All right. Um, so after creating my dialogue proposals, power and privilege, I guess is kind of like a piggyback off of the last topic that we spoke of about unpacking the physical backpack. But I mean, power and privilege to me means personally just the ability to have, I mean, really strictly simple power and privilege over people. We have like a natural privilege and we have a natural power. It might not be over a large majority of people, but it's definitely over a minority of people, and it's just like it's a natural, it's a social thing. You know, it's just one of those things that society has placed as valuable, and it's deemed as important. Um, and that's just where we are in today's society. I mean, power, as far as I'm stated, is that I'm a male. I'm a heterosexual male. Um, on top of that, I have I'm in college, so all of that's important as far as my social power goes. Um, but then again, basing me off on the street, if granted there was a line of people, all different social identities, and we were all dressed in all black and hoodies, I'm sure that I would look a little bit more threatening as opposed to a white female or even a white male for that matter. Um, so it's one of those things. It's iffy. There's a lot of gray areas. There's a lot of black and white. Social power and privilege to me is really it's debatable. I don't know. It's describable in theory and in reality for the most part. But I don't know. Really, to me, social power and privilege is strictly a higher definition of stereotyping. Um, it's just a more defined, intricate version of it. But that's me. As far as its impact in student dialogues, it's very important just in the aspect of having that power and privilege. Once you understand that you have it, it kind of sort of diminishes a lot of stereotypes, and that kind of sort of opens your mind to the possibilities of dialogues. It opens your minds to what actually is, as opposed to what is stated. Um, so kind of sort of gives you an opportunity to think on the other side of the curve as opposed to just simply where you are. So I feel like it's very important to understand privilege in order to truly get a full understanding of your dialogue. I think it's very important. Um, and there's gonna be a lot of difficult questions that come up. I can definitely tell by a lot of the uh, the information that I'm trying to place inside my personal dialogue. I can tell that there will probably be some issues and tough situations and tough statements to swallow. But with all of that being said, I plan on doing my best to keep a calm head and stay cool and collected. I'm a very calm person, so things don't really get me rowdy too much. So I'm not really too concerned about things um, affecting me to the point where I act out. If anything, it'll allow me to grow as a person because I can understand, a little bit more about somebody else and how they think, and then try to not necessarily convert them, but try to open their minds towards possibilities of others. Try to open their minds to a different way of thinking. So that's my goal, and that's pretty much how I plan on navigating through. Also, diverging of questions. Some questions will be answered that will be a complete skewed tangent um, to the actual dialogue at hand, and I'm pretty sure that if those questions arise, I'll do my best to divert them and just to move them to the side to say that, well, that's not our main focus here, that's not our main concern, and that's one of those things where we can't really waste our time trying to deal with situations that aren't important, or not that they're not important, but that don't necessarily pertain to the dialogue at hand. So the difficult questions or situations or problems occur, I'll do my best to work with Jenna, and hopefully, we both can figure out a way to, diverge problems, diverge those questions and issues, and if we can't diverge them, figure out ways where we can address them, to the point where it doesn't affect the person who asks, and it doesn't affect us. It doesn't hurt us as individuals, and it also doesn't, diminish them. Because for the most part, I'm gonna take it from I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and assume that they don't know any better. And by doing so, hopefully, it'll be a learning process for all of us. For the people in the room, for the person who asked the question, for the situations that arose from that person, or from us. We'll all learn, and that's the most important part, is that we're willing to learn, that we're willing to be accepting of what can be, and that we're willing to move forward in a mature manner, to be adults about the situation, and to try and realize why we're here. We're here for social justice. We're here for the change of society. We're here for the betterment of each other, and as human beings, as a race. So hopefully, that's the goal. That's the game plan, and hopefully that can efficiently work itself out. So yeah, that's what I have. And this is it. So today, hopefully, round robins go well. I'm excited to see what we have. I'm excited to get the feedback. I love constructive criticism, and I'm amped and I'm ready to go, ready to get my proposals finalized so that Jenna and I can start working a little bit closer, and getting ready for next semester. So I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited.